Moments ago, something Mark Martin didn't want to see, neither did Dale Jarrett up in turn 2.
See Greg Sachs in the Ultra Slim Fast Chevrolet just get tagged by Brent Cady. In Brent Cady's first stock car race ever, spins right in front of Mark Martin, our Winston Cup point leader. Mark does get by. And he picked up a spot because Greg Sachs was in front of Mark Martin.
Well, Brent Cady, certainly an accomplished sprint and dirt car driver from Campbell, California, runs awfully well, has run awfully well at Ascot Park over the years. If the race ended right now, well, Martin would still be behind by only 6 points. He has moved up to 10th spot by virtue of a couple of cars. And Earnhardt showing the way as laps are winding down. Martin has got to be pounding that steering wheel saying, we got to have some green flag laps. I got to catch this guy. We'll find out if he can catch him when we come back after this. Still under caution here at Phoenix International Raceway. The field being given the 1-to-go sign as they will get the green flag next time by. Congratulations to Travis Carter, who's the Western Auto Mechanic of the race here. Travis Carter, of course, the owner and preparer of the Banquet Chevrolet that Rick Mass has run so well with today. Travis Carter will get $1,000 courtesy of the Western Auto folks. The Western Auto Mechanic of the Race Award goes to him today. Now, Mark Martin currently being shown in 10th place, and he would go into Atlanta 6 points down. Now, he has to get to at least 8th place in order to go back to Atlanta and keep the points lead. It means he has to pass 2 cars that are in front of him, which is, of course, Davey Allison in 9th and Jeff Bodine in 8th. So we'll see what's going to happen. There's Martin back in 10th position, and the Folgers Ford getting set for the green flag.
Now, Bodine and Davey Allison both have on relatively fresh tires on their cars, too, Jerry. So Mark Martin made that pit stop for fresh tires, but I'm not sure he's going to get the full benefit of them because so many laps have been run under caution here.
There will be just 6 laps of green flag racing left. Martin has his work cut out for him. So does Earnhardt and Kenny Schrader up front. Doyle Ford waving the green flag. Mark Martin wasting no time trying to go to work on Davey Allison. But remember, there's Bill Sedgwick's car on the inside. He's trying to win a championship, too. He came in and made a pit stop. They got to dispense with some of the lap cars on the inside. Double file restart.
And here comes Ernie Irvin. He also made a pit stop for fresh tires since Mark Martin has. Look at the heavy traffic. There's trouble up in turn 4. There's a car up against the wall. It's car number 93.
Troy
5
Beebe.
laps to go.
Troy Beebe has tagged the wall up in turns 3 and 4, and he gets the car fired.
No caution.
As yet, no caution flag, and that's a break for Martin. Martin is Martin now beginning to make his move.
He goes by the Davey Allison car, tries to go by, but there is some traffic up there. He does clear him. He's up to 9th. Now he'd be 2 points behind if the race was to end. But here comes Ernie Irvin.
Ernie Irvin on the inside, and Martin has got caught behind one of the slower cars, and Irvin has gone underneath him.
So now he's back to where he was.
Exactly.
6 points.
6 points behind.
4 laps to go. That's off the line. That's 5. And Martin now getting boxed in behind some slower traffic. That's Rick Wilson in front of him.
And there comes the 73 car, Bill Smith, who's trying to win a championship.
Now the nice break made the turn 3. Martin has got to catch Ernie Irvin and possibly Jeff Bodine. As Irvin now just beginning to pull away a little bit, going by the Dave Marcus car.
Yeah, he's going to have a tough time passing any other car that means points for him. If they're passing Dave Marcus, that's not points because Dave is a couple laps down.
Boy, they are got their fist wound up tight. They are hoping and hoping and hoping that it will hold on. Earnhardt has been the dominant car here all afternoon. After the Rusty Wallace exit with a blown engine in lap 50, it has been all Dale Earnhardt and Goodrich Chevrolet. 2 laps to go. Earnhardt will get the white flag next time by. If he can hold on and Martin cannot catch any other cars, Earnhardt will take the points lead. But they're battling back in the pack. Kulwicki in the car number 7. That's Rick Mass in 98 and Jeff Bodine in the Budweiser Ford.
Kulwicki goes by the lap car of Derek Cope. White flag is out for our leader, Dale Earnhardt.
Final lap for Dale Earnhardt as the Goodrich Chevrolet goes hustling off into turn 1. They have got to be smiling in the Goodrich pits if they can just hold on for about 3/4 of a mile. Where is Mark Martin? There's Earnhardt. Martin, well, there he is, trying to hold on. He's still being shown in the 9th spot. Not quite going to do it as he's trying to catch Ernie Irvin.
Terry Labonte blew an engine across the start-finish line as he got the white flag.
And Dale Earnhardt will come out of turn 4 and take the checkered flag to win the Checker 500. Earnhardt's Goodrich crew celebrating. There's Richard Childress.
Martin crashes down in turn 1.
But they had got their checkered flag already, and he ran down there, and there was nothing but smoke and sun in front of those drivers after Terry Labonte blew, and Mark Martin was trying to pass a car for a position, getting across the start-finish line, and could not get it stopped as he got into a couple of people. It was from Terry Labonte's blown engine. Terry blew the engine as he crossed the start-finish line in the Skoal Classic Oldsmobile #1 as he got the white flag.
There couldn't have been a worse place for that smoke to come up, but you already had a glare problem. As we showed you earlier in turn 1, you had some visibility difficulties. Now with all the smoke there, you see Martin's car heavily damaged as Davey Allison pulls up alongside Dale Earnhardt, who is victorious today. And Earnhardt will take the points lead into Atlanta Raceway. Let's go down with the jubilant Richard Childress, who is standing by with Rick DeBrule.
I think jubilant is definitely the key word here. Did you ever think you'd come away with the points lead and the victory?
Well, I didn't know we had the points lead, but, you know, we just run as hard as we can. We did what we wanted to do, come out here and lead as many laps, try to lead the most laps. This team just, you know, did a super job. Dale done a super job, and, you know, that Chevrolet aluminum for Goodrich, it's just super.
It looked flawless. I mean, was there ever a problem during the race?
No, we made one little adjustment early, and from then on it was just, you know, pretty much home free.
You're 6 points ahead going into Atlanta. You got to feel like it's your home turf.
Oh, it's a great feeling just to be in the lead. You know, it ain't going to be easy. You know, Mark and those guys are going to run, and we're just going to give it all we got that last race. That's what you got to do to win the championship.
Richard Childress and Dale Earnhardt, that will be the scene coming up in Atlanta.
Indeed, a big smile from Dale Earnhardt. And indeed, he's got to be smiling. He led 262 of 312 laps en route to win number 9 for 1990 from the Goodrich Chevrolet.
Dale Earnhardt, a happy Dale Earnhardt. Dale, you know, you really made it look easy out there today.
It wasn't that easy. You know, Richard and Kirk and all the guys did a good job with this Jim Goodrich Chevrolet, and they just worked hard all week practicing and come out here with a good race car. And, you know, I got to hand it to Eddie Lanier and all the guys in the shop. And, you know, they worked real hard for this race. And, you know, we scuffed a couple sets of tires and got, you know, sort of ready for the race and had a game plan. We are just going to go out there and try to run. Rusty, I think, was our major competition, and he had his problems, and we just sort of had to keep her cool and get and you know, get in and out good, and that's what we've done all day, and sort of forced the issue. We put the pressure back on Mark.
Well, you do take over the points lead, I believe, now. Heading into Atlanta, got to feel good about that.
That's great. You know, we couldn't feel any better about the points. The guys have been working hard to try to catch back up since May since we got behind. And I'm glad we're in front going to Atlanta, because I think we can put a little pressure on Mark down there.
A tremendous run today and a dominant afternoon by the Intimidator. The Winston West champion is Bill Schmidt. He finished 17th over Bill Sedgwick. For Rick DeBrule and John Kernan, Ned Jarrett, and Benny Parsons, I'm Jerry Punch saying so long from Phoenix. Congratulations to Dale.